This is the RunSafe Security Minute. We're here to provide 1-minute security briefs. Today's question is,
Jeff, what are some of the FDA regulations around cybersecurity of medical devices, and how does RunSafe fit in?
Sure. So there's been a lot of discussion in the medical devices field, and much of it stems from the executive order on improving the nation's cybersecurity. That's from May 2021. And that required the federal government to implement stronger standards, but also to improve security across the software supply chain. And there's been a lot that's come out of that, and it's filtered through the government to various enforcement agencies, including the FDA. The FDA amended what's known as Section 524B of the Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act. They now have requirements to ensure the cybersecurity of devices that go through their approval processes. And if you read the FDA's guidance, you can see that they take a lot of cues from both CISA and NIST. Specifically, they want to ensure that devices are undergoing secure development, and there's a lot to unpack there. But also, they want to ensure that each device submitted for approval contains a software bill of materials so that the device manufacturers are keeping track of all the components, and that's both proprietary and commercial, that go into the device software. So where does RunSafe Security fit in here? RunSafe's designed from the ground up to be able to assist medical device manufacturers along this journey. First, let's talk about our SBOM. We have a proprietary capability to generate an SBOM at build time for embedded software. We can see each and every file and library that's open during the compilation process, and that gives us a much better view than anyone that's simply doing binary analysis. Now, for the other parts of the regulation, let's talk about the burden being placed on the manufacturers for threat modeling, regression testing, and ultimately patching the vulnerabilities. We know that devices have been on the market for many years, have components that are not maintained, or have components that have been end-of-lifed. Upgrading these presents a huge challenge for the manufacturers because they might produce breaking changes. So RunSafe's code protection then becomes necessary because we're able to implement our patented load time function randomization. This will ensure that the functions that are loaded into memory are done so differently each and every time. So the impact of this is that devices are hardened against the memory vulnerabilities, and it takes a whole class of vulnerabilities entirely off the table. So when combined, RunSafe Identify and RunSafe Protect become critical ingredients in ensuring FDA compliance, because we can both identify the hidden memory vulnerabilities and in a few clicks introduce really important hardening technology.